What in
I
the
appreciate
world
you.
is NFTs and why should we even care about them?
All right, so that's one of the questions that I get all the time, man. In a nutshell, they're basically just digital assets that can be
Mm.
stored, traded on the blockchain. So don't let the non-fungible and all
So
that word
digital
like kind of.
assets, what is that? What is can you give us an example of what a digital asset could be?
I'm tryna give me a bag. I'm tryna give me a bag. I'm tryna give me a bag. I'm tryna give me a.
What's up? What's up? You are now listening to FY Fly the podcast, and I'm your host, Hassan Thomas, along with Remy, and we are here to share tools on how millennials can budget, save, invest, and understand student debt and credit to achieve financial freedom. If you're a high school student, college student, or someone who's interested in gaining more financial insight, this podcast is for you.
I'm tryna give me a bag. I'm tryna give me a bag. I'm tryna give me a bag. I'm tryna.
What's up, my FY Fly folks out there? How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing all right. Welcome to the FY Fly podcast. My name is Hassan Thomas, aka the kid that did and the man that can, baby CEO Sonny. And today we're gonna be chopping it up with day trader, NFT investor, and Web3 enthusiast, Mr. Cam Next Level. What's up, bro? What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing? I'm feeling good, man. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm all about just dropping gems, man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, man. That's what we brought you here for, man. Cause really here at FY Fly, man, we like to skip the fluff and get right into the good stuff, man. So
Sure.
our FY Fly folks want you to kick some game on this NFT world that we going in right now, man. There's a lot of different speculation. It's a lot of different, information out there. And we want, as I was telling you before we got on, man, I want game from somebody who's actually studied it. I want game from somebody who's actually doing it and investing in that NFT world. So we here with you, man. So what in the world is NFTs and why should we even care about them?
All right, so that's one of the questions that I get all the time, man. And basically, to put it in a nutshell, they're basically just digital assets that can be stored, traded on the blockchain. So don't let the non-fungible and all
So
that word
digital
like kind of.
assets, what is that? What is? Can you give us an example of what a digital asset could be?
Yes, so each on the blockchain, you have tokens that's assigned to a certain network. And these digital assets could be tokens, they could be pictures, they could be land, they could be wearables, all types of different things they could be. So just depending on, what you're using the blockchain for, each
Yeah.
token could be traded or stored on it.
All right, so thank you for giving us like the examples of what an actual digital asset is, because as we do know what an asset is. We
Right.
know that an asset is anything that rises or appreciates in value.
Value,
So
for sure.
give us a little game on different type of investments that we can actually invest in.
So different types of investment that you can invest in. Of course, we have in this Web3 space, the most
Yeah.
popular is on the Ethereum blockchain. That's what I use. I really
Okay.
just stick to that blockchain because that's where the most value is and most
Mm.
volume, really the most money and the most utility, in my personal opinion.
Mm.
So when it comes to what you can invest in, it's always important that you do your own research. But
Yeah.
it's thousands of different NFTs out there. I can call certain ones out, but it's
Mm.
important to do your own research. So what I tell people is to really just learn the space first.
Yeah.
And when it comes to just investing, make sure you do your own research. Get around people like me that can teach you about different things that you can invest in.
I was about to say, what are you specifically, Cam Next Level? What are you specifically looking for when you're looking for an NFT play?
Good question. There's two different types of things that I buy NFT for. It's either the
Okay.
utility or I buy it to trade because a lot of people don't understand you can day trade NFTs also. And in the
Uh-huh.
market that we're in right now, when it comes to NFTs, it's a trader's market. A lot of people are trading NFTs, buying and selling them, just depending on the volume. So
Buying low,
first,
selling them high. Yep.
yep, buying them low, selling them high. So it all
Uh-huh.
depends on, first of all, what do you want to own this NFT for? Is it utility? Are you getting it just to make some money? And if it's for the utility, it's all types of different utilities that you can have. So of course you always want to do your own research.
Yeah.
And yeah, just understand what you buying that NFT for.
So taking a little step back, like how did you originally dive into this NFT game, and like what's some good tips as far as like learning, like for my folks listening, where should we be going to really learn? Because it's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's a
yeah,
lot.
yep.
So where should we be going?
So I met these guys. I definitely want to shout them out. I met these guys, and they're called 40 Acres. So shouts out to 40 Acres for sure. So I met
Okay.
them, and they were like, "Bro, I know you're in the crypto. I know you day trade. I know you do all this stuff, but have you gotten the NFTs?" And I'm like, "I heard about it, but I'm like a lot of people, like, bro, I don't know too much about it."
Yeah.
But they was like, "Bro, let me sit down for you and actually introduce it to you and explain it to you." So they explained it to me, and it caught my attention. And that night, I went home and literally minted my first NFT. And then
Wow.
from there, bro, I started doing research. I seen the value in it and actually what it stood for, and what the possibilities. And at the time, it's
Yeah.
crazy because the Bored Apes, which is like one of the most, of course, it's like one of the most popular NFTs. At that time, bro, they were like point one Ethereum. You know what I'm saying? They had just minted
Yeah.
out 0.08. They were like point one Ethereum, and I still was doing my research, so I didn't really, I didn't really just dive
Pull the
straight in
trigger
because
on.
I wanted to learn first. But I
For
remember
sure.
them being point one at the time when I was learning about it. And of course,
That's
you
crazy.
fast forward, at the peak it was, 150 Ethereum. You know what I mean? They did that in less than a year. So I'm glad that I actually, just had the opportunity
And
to learn about it.
what's that conversion? 150 Ethereum to US dollars. If you
Of
had to?
course, Ethereum fluctuates. But at the time, that was like the peak was, it was like around 300, 400,000 that was like the least you can get it for.
Yeah. What would you say from your experience of being in this NFT world? What would you say is the biggest mistake that you may have made, or somebody around from your group has made, that you can let us know that all people can avoid?
Great, yeah, great. I definitely made some mistakes because definitely after the peaks and everything like that, I literally just started investing into everything.
Oh
Not
man.
doing research. I'm just like, this stuff gonna pop, like everything gonna pop.
Yeah.
And I started, I just started really just investing in any and everything. It started actually also, a lot of people got to understand, just because these projects saying they're going to do things necessarily doesn't mean that they're going to do it. So it's important that you do your research. Just because they say it, it's
Yeah.
always important to do your research. Make sure these founders are, putting their face out there, putting their names out there. I was literally just believing everything everybody said. So I'm investing in everything until I found, different tools and different things like that to use to actually go deeper and do more research. So yeah,
Okay.
definitely want to make sure you do your research and just don't invest in any, just don't invest in any and everything. You know what I mean?
Give us a red flag that you've seen before, like before you about to jump into something, like, oh, hold on, this owner or is not showing his face, or like, give us one of them red flags that we may not have know from not being actually into the game.
Yeah, that's definitely it's a lot of them, to be honest. You have, of course, like how you just said, the owner's not showing their face. They don't want to. It's called dox. They don't want to dox themselves. They don't want to, put their face out there or speak or anything like that. No Discord. They don't have a Discord. They don't have a Twitter. They're not active. You can, me personally, I know how to read the blockchain, so you can kind of see like different multiple other projects that they've done that they, really dipped on.
Yeah.
They didn't deliver what they said they was going to deliver. Of course, DMs and scams. Like it's a lot of scams in the NFT world when it comes to like personal DM messages and clicking links and stuff like that. So you never want to make
Yeah.
sure you click on these links that you get DMs. So I always tell people, like, don't respond to DMs when it comes to this NFT world and Discord. Do not respond to DMs.
Yeah, because if they that big, then they not finna be DMing you.
Exactly, but people just be so like they caught into the world, like, okay, I can get this for
Yeah.
this, and they think it's sweet, but really, if it sounds too good to be true, usually it is. So don't respond to any DMs like that. Cut the DMs off. Everything, get everything from the official Discord for sure.
Okay, because I see how you mentioned, about the scams and different things. So how can we really stay safe? Like, where are some of the safest places to even buy NFTs or invest into NFTs?
All right, so the safest place, like I said, me personally, I'm on the Ethereum network, so OpenSea is the largest platform when it
OpenSea.
comes. Yeah, OpenSea is the
Okay.
largest platform when it comes to buying and selling NFTs. So you definitely want to make sure that you are, of course, on the right collection page, and a lot of collections now get like
Collection
just like on
page.
Instagram, you have a blue check mark. So a lot of collections, have these blue check marks because a lot of people want to
And
make
when you
sure.
say collections, that's like the NFT collections of one NFT.
It's one NFT project. So, basically a
Yeah,
project is
project. That's
one NFT project. They have thousands of different NFTs in that collection. So you want to make sure that
Gotcha.
if you search in the NFT, you want to make sure that you actually type the name correct. Because a lot of people, you might mix up an I with an L or something like that, and you buying stuff
It'd be
on.
a whole different.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to make sure that you're spelling it correct and things like that. But yeah, OpenSea, And also when it comes to minting, which means that you're the actually first person to own it and put it on the blockchain when the project releases. When it comes to minting, anything you mint from these websites, you want to make
Yeah.
sure that you get it from the official Discord. Like you in the Discord, you'll see official links or the official Twitter. Anything else, you want to make sure you stay away from it.
Can you kind of like walk us through the process? Okay, so we buy the NFT from the collection and then we mint it, and that's when we mint it, or like how does the process work?
So
for
basically
that?
the process works. When the collection, let's just say the collection is brand new, it hasn't been put on the blockchain yet. So when it comes to mint, when these project when these project owners drop these collections, they basically do a process called lazy minting, meaning that instead of them paying the gas fees to put everything on the blockchain, the person who actually gets the NFT first, they mint it and put it on the blockchain. So if you purchase an NFT first, you'll be the original minter, meaning that you got it earliest. You're the first person to get it. So you basically can, sell it for whatever you want to. So once you mint it, you put it on the blockchain, it converts into your wallet. Your wallet is connected to OpenSea. So now it transfers to OpenSea where you can sell it on this. OpenSea is basically the secondary market. So now you can sell it on the secondary market for, whatever you want to sell it for. And that's when it comes to appreciation and value. So let's just say you mint something for 0.05. Everybody in this, let's say 5,000 collection, everybody paid 0.05. 5,000 people paid 0.05. Now, let's just say it's 20,000 people that wants it. Now, once it goes to OpenSea, that's a secondary market. So now you can sell it for a higher price, because it has, of course, people want it, supply and demand. It has demand, it has demand. You can basically sell it for what you want to sell it for. But you want to make sure that project, it has value, because you can be minting a lot of things and it might not, people might not want it. So you basically wasted 0.05 if you're getting it to make money. If you're getting it for the utility, then fine. Or the art, cool. But if you're doing it to make money, you want to make sure that project has some type of demand.
And like you said, that demand and that value comes from a large community. It comes from utility, and there was one more that I'm missing.
Art. It's the art also.
The artwork.
Yeah. So of course the art, utility, and that's when it comes to PFP profile. Of course you have all types of other different NFTs like music and tools and different things like that. But tools can go back to utility also.
Okay. So can you dive a little bit deeper on, like, once we do get the wallet set up, can you dive a little bit more into the crypto wallets or the digital wallets that like, just give us a little more game on that.
Right. So first and foremost, you want to make sure you want to know what blockchain that you're using, because it's multiple blockchains. And like I said, I'm an Ethereum guy. That's the most popular. That's where the most volume. So you want to of course set up your MetaMask wallet. You want to download Google Chrome, attach your MetaMask wallet to that Google Chrome, and that's Web3 right there. So basically, that's now your wallet that's attached to the internet. And now you can go to these certain websites, whether it's a minting website or it's OpenSea, to actually do your trading or investing or whatever. When it comes to funding your wallet, you can fund it directly from MetaMask, or a lot of people, myself included, you can go to a different exchange, whether it's Coinbase or Crypto.com or all these other types of different exchanges, and fund your MetaMask wallet. So you can just basically transfer your ETH from Coinbase to MetaMask. Now you have your ETH in there, and now you can do what you need to do in Web3.
Okay. I know
I hope it
that
don't
kind
sound like
of
a lot, but
phrasing.
it's really not a lot. It's basically just transferring from. You can, like I said, you can either buy it on MetaMask. You can buy Ethereum on MetaMask to to do your trading or investing, or if you already have Ethereum, you can send it from Coinbase or wherever to MetaMask to do it. So it's really like a two-step
So the
process.
simplest way for our folks listening is, in your opinion, do you think it would be to get that MetaMask, which is the wallet, which is the digital wallet,
Right.
and then buy Ethereum from MetaMask, load it up, and then now we're ready to go to Coinbase. Now we're ready to go OpenSea. Do you think that would be the simplest way, or
Yeah,
what do you
the
think?
simplest way would be to buy it from MetaMask. You can literally just set up your MetaMask and you can buy crypto straight from MoonPay. They have all types of different platforms where you can buy it inside of MetaMask.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense, man. I appreciate you definitely, giving that thorough game on those NFTs because it is a lot, bro. It's a lot because I know you probably, well, you was doing NFTs, you was around that
Yeah, I've
world,
been into
but
crypto since 2017 and day trading and things like that. So I kind of just
y'all
put,
about to say, so it's probably easy for you to pick up, not easy,
yeah,
but it was more accessible for you to pick that up. So I just want to make sure that for the people who have no idea what we talk about, you know what I'm saying, that we can kind of simplify it for them so they can, okay, I got the basic knowledge from listening to Cam and Hassan. Now let me go do some more research here. Now let me go tap in with Cam's ebook and really get the game, get the knowledge.
right,
Def-
exactly. So yeah, and
definitely
it's like
appreciate that.
anything else, like just getting experience in it, getting around the right people, asking questions. If you can play, I always tell people, if you can play PlayStation and Xbox and all that, you can get into you can
That's a
get into
great
the
point.
internet. It's not that hard.
Yeah, bro. So like in general, can you like describe the relationship that NFTs plays into like the entire hierarchy of like the Web3 as a whole? Because we actually just had a Web3 episode with my man Emmanuel Perez.
Nice.
He kind of gave us like a beginner guide to Web3. So like y'all definitely check that episode
For
out so
sure.
y'all can get to like the foundationals. But like you're like, can you give us, like I said, the NFT, like where does it play into the hierarchy of the entire Web3 industry? Does
Right,
that
yeah,
make
for
sense?
sure. So the Web3 industry is basically just like a decentralized world, meaning that it's ran by the people. And NFTs inside of this Web3 world, whether it's AR, whether it's virtual, whether it's just
Mm-hmm.
the internet on the computer, the NFTs are basically just like the digital assets. So it could be
Okay.
basically, anything from land, let's just say land.
Mm.
Land, a lot of people don't know that, but purchasing land on OpenSea, you can do that for, the Web3. So you have to purchase, land. The land is an NFT. So now you can trade these digital assets. You own it. It shows
Yeah.
proof of ownership on the blockchain.
Mm.
Wearables, let's just say Web3 space, wearables when it comes to different clothes and things. That's one of the things I was working on, actually, getting my next level apparel
Uh,
inside the Web3 space. So,
that's
you can
fire.
have avatars and different things, people like that walking around, but
Yeah.
the wearables would be an NFT also.
Uh,
Music, Web3 music is very getting popular, definitely when it comes to Snoop. So shouts out to Snoop. Snoop actually,
uh,
uh,
the Death Row, it is his label is
yeah,
a
yeah,
NFT, isn't it?
So
Or
he basically have a Web3 record label, meaning that, now you can own this NFT, you own the actual, the music. He only released 1,000 of them. So, everybody
mm,
can listen to it, but who owns it? It's only 1,000 people that owns it. So of course, when it comes to
yeah.
increase of value, that, that playlist on the blockchain is an NFT. It's inside the
Uh,
Web3 space. So, that's why that's one thing that I always tell people, like when it comes to like Nipsey Hussle, I feel like he would have been
yeah.
deep into the Web3 space when it comes to his music, because he even did something like
He was
that.
talking about crypto in 2016,
Yeah,
2015, like
exactly. And he
early.
even did something like that when he released the album. He only released what was it, 1,000 copies, and he sold them for $100 a piece. But you think about it, like
Mm-hmm.
think about the value of those right now. The
Yeah,
hard copies of those, the value with him, rest in peace, Nip. With him gone, is like
for sure.
the value of those, like the 1,000 that he released. Let's just say, okay,
Mm-hmm.
somebody want to sell it now for, they was $100 when he dropped them. Let's just say now, now that he's gone, of course the value
Yeah.
skyrocketed. Somebody can sell it for
Get a hundred
yeah, a
thousand for
hundred
that.
thousand, but that hundred
Yeah.
thousand wouldn't go back to Nip and his estate or his family. But now, since it's
Mm-hmm.
on, when it comes to this Web3 space, everything that dropped goes, of course he could still be collecting royalties back to his,
Yeah.
his estate or whoever he left it from, his wallet to, just by those secondary sales. So if you would have did that
Gotcha.
back, if you would have did that in this space right here, just think about, every time, if I would have sold that album to you, he wouldn't have got
Mm.
anything. You know what I mean? But when it
Yeah.
comes to this Web3 space, it all circulates to the actual original owner when it comes to those royalties. So it's very,
Mm.
it's very unique, and it's still early. So I always tell people, like, we're still early. I'm not one of those people who just think I know it all. But I definitely highly recommend that people get into this Web3 space because it's going to change the game for sure.
That's what I was just about to ask you, bro. Because especially with our folks, our minority folks, we shy away from technology. You know what I'm saying? We shy away from the new, and we only shy away from it because we don't understand it.
Exactly.
So,
I see that a lot too, man. Like people making fun of, the NFTs. I see it and I get it all the time. That's really like how you just said, because we don't understand it. And I'm one of those people who really want to understand, because, bro, I'm in these rooms in Vegas and I'm literally like, one of the only minorities in there. And I feel like it shouldn't be that way. And that's how it is. Like, people don't understand certain situations, so they make fun of it. But it's literally the future. If you think about crypto back in the day, when I was working my job back in 2018, literally, I used to talk about crypto all the time, and a lot of people would make fun of it. And, I used to work for tips. So I would literally start making way more, online in crypto than I was for my tips. So I used to let everybody get the tips, and they'd be laughing at me because I'm on the computer looking at, these charts and things like that. They didn't understand it. They was getting, they were laughing at me until now, crypto blew up and everybody's calling me like, bro, like I remember you been on it. And I feel like NFT and Web3 and it's back in that same category when people were making fun of it because they didn't understand it. Then once it blew up, once it blows up, I don't want everybody to get left behind like they did with crypto for sure.
And this is so clear to me because I'm not too 100% sure if big businesses were backing crypto in 2015, 2016,
like
in the early stages. But we know that big businesses are backing NFTs now. So if you got big businesses and big government corporations that's backing it, it don't matter what Johnny Sue or Lizzie say. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what she thinks, because the people with the money, the people who got power, the people that can make stuff shake, if they believe in something, plus the government believe in something,
something's happening.
Come on, bro.
Something's happening. And, these big corporations, like you said, your favorite brands, literally almost all your favorite brands are already incorporated, their own metaverse or inside some type of other metaverse. Or, it's so many that, of course you have the Nikes, the Gucci's, the Pradas, all of those, your favorite brands are out here in this Web3 space. So it's like, why not learn about it? You see, it's not going nowhere, and they're investing big money, big money into it. So they wouldn't do that if they feel like it's just a fad.
Exactly, bro. And that's why I want people to start realizing, like, hey, if they putting their money in it, we at least need to know something about it, because it's gonna come to a point where they already done ran it up, got the money in it, and we still like, what is that? Now they using that to their advantage. But if we would have took the time to really learn that knowledge, then we could start like, hey, okay, I see what y'all doing. Hold on, let me hold on. You know what I'm saying?
Now you can get into those rooms and have those conversations to, of course, take your life to the next level for sure.
100%, bro. 100%, bro. So like a couple non-related NFT things that I wanted to talk to you about, because I love when I went on your page, bro, like some of the biggest things that really stood out to me was mindset and networking. So like, let's start with the mindset. And I saw on your page that you had a kind of like a phrase called the growth mindset. So like, what is that, and why do you feel like it's so important?
And growth mindset is based, and I'm glad we're having that conversation, because that's one of the reasons that I got into NFT in general, because my mindset transitioned to always be learning, like always learn something new, always have a growth mindset. You can't stay the same. You can't grow by staying the same and thinking you know it all. Me personally, I was doing great before NFTs, but it's like, why not continue to grow and continue to learn? And that's just literally how you get to the next level. So it's always important to have a growth mindset, always be learning, always focus on what can I learn from this, even if things don't go your way, transition from why me to what can I learn from this, how can I grow from this? And that's how you get better. That's how you literally get better every day. So it's all like, I feel like life is just about getting to the next level. And the way you get to the next level is just always continue to grow and develop a growth mindset. And more importantly, surround yourself with people who has a growth mindset. So, they can help you grow, of course, also.
Yo, are you ready to hit your next level? Do you want to increase your drive, destiny, and dollars? Well, if so, check out my new book, From College to COVID, 24 Lessons Learned During the Lockdown, where I've compiled 5 of the biggest lessons I learned going from college to COVID to starting my financial literacy empire, FY Fly. Plus, 19 lessons from your favorite entrepreneurs, entertainers, and athletes that have been featured on our show. There's literally something for everyone. So purchase your copy today at fyfly.com/from college to COVID. Let's go. Bro, you know what word has come up a lot, I think, for me in this last, 2 or 3 weeks is reinventing yourself.
I
Reinventing
did it,
yourself.
bro.
And go ahead and
Bro,
talk a little bit about it. Because it's that, I don't think it's like changing. So do you think it's like changing who you are? Like, what do you think reinventing yourself actually means?
I don't want to necessarily say changing who you are. Who you are as a person is who you are as a person, but it's always important that you can, really learn how to really just grow. And me personally, like
Mhm.
I came from, a different background of where I'm at right now. So it's like
Yeah.
always just basically just learning how to understand that you can always have another life. You know what I'm saying? You can always do
Yeah.
different things. So me personally, like when it comes to reinventing myself, like I literally, had to cut off a lot of people that wasn't helping me
Mm-hmm.
grow, of course. Cut out a lot of things, more importantly, that wasn't helping me grow.
Yeah.
Just cutting off a lot, really getting in the lab and locking in and reading,
Mm-hmm.
going to events, listening to podcasts, and really just
Yeah.
continue to educate myself and get in my cocoon. Like I had an 8 month cocoon, and I always talk about this. It was something that changed my life, and this is one of the things that helped me, reinvent myself and come out Cam next level. Because a lot of people back in the day knew me as
Okay.
Lil Cam, and Lil Cam, I feel like this what my name is like. That's not somebody who's gonna change the world. It's not gonna be somebody who people can look up to and help others. So I need to get in the lab and
Uh-huh.
reinvent myself. And I went on an 8 month cocoon, literally mean that, this is when I did have my job. I was literally just
Yeah.
going to work. And once I go to work, after I get off of work, I'll come home and
Mm.
literally learn skills, read books, cut off the TV, cut off Netflix, cut off the video game, cut off Xbox. I did that for 8 months. So it was work and myself. If I did 8 hours
Wow.
at work, I had to come back home and do 8 hours on myself. And I did that literally for 8 months.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
That's
literally did that
hard.
for 8 months, bro. And I came out, just a new person. So,
Mm.
I always highly recommend people. Like, it's never too late to, invest in yourself, invest in your mind, and you never know what you can come out that cocoon as.
I love that, bro. That's an amazing story, bro. That cocoon story.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and it
If
really
if
works,
if
bro. It's really it's all about
mm,
discipline and locking yourself in, and learning how to say no to certain things. You just never know what can happen with your life. You just lock in and come out, and you'll start thinking different and putting your mind
yeah.
to just be like going to all types of growth stages, and you just never know what it could do for you.
I love that, bro. I love that, man. Thank you so much for joining the FY Fly podcast, man. You dropped a lot of gems
I wish I
today and
had more
killed it,
time, man. I
bro.
got plenty
Let
more.
everybody know where to reach. Man, I know it. I know it, man. Let everyone know where to reach you. Let everybody know, how they can get in touch with you. If you got any final
Yeah, for
gems, go
sure.
ahead, drop it on them.
My name is, of course, Cam Next Level. You can follow me, Cam Next Level, on literally all platforms. Make sure you spell the name right. I got a lot of fake pages. So CAMNEXTLEVEL. Anybody else reach out to you, it's a fake page. All platforms, all networks. If you're out here in Vegas, you want to connect with me, definitely hit me up. I'm always about, expanding around like-minded individuals and entrepreneurs. Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
If you
sir.
want to get, like I said, get those books, I'm giving you free books, no strings attached. Text read to 678-730-0562. Yeah, I appreciate you, bro, for having me. Thank you so much for putting me on your platform. Anything
Thanks,
financial
bro.
literacy, like learn how to invest in your mindset, invest in your skill sets, learn some new skills that can pay the bill. Like it's a new industry. There's so many ways to make money
Nah,
online. It's
fact.
all about getting around people like my boy CEO Sunny, who's giving information and financial literacy, and asking questions, getting in those rooms. So if you want to connect with me, I definitely would love to help you. Just follow me on all platforms. Reach out to me. I'm here for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said, man, we really appreciate you joining the show,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure, bro.
This was hard. This
I
was hard.
appreciate you, man. I got plenty more gems. So, once people get into the space, they have more questions. I would love you. If you got some more questions, bro, I would love to come back anytime, man.
For sure. For sure. Thank y'all for listening. Like I said earlier, make sure that y'all not only learning, but actually applying this information. And y'all tap back in with us for another FinLit Friday. I need y'all to stay safe, stay invested, and stay FY Fly. We'll see y'all next week.
Thank you all for listening to FY Fly, the podcast, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Tune in next week for more financial literacy insights with our special guest. Please visit our website, social media platforms, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at FYI Fly Podcast. That's FYI FLI Podcast. See y'all next week and stay fly.